Hey guys, today I did kind of a really fun, sophisticated purple look, but it's still very purple, but it's very like nice looking, and I don't know, I really like it. It's darker, which I love, looks like that, but what's cool about it is that I used one palette. I used the Dior Mystic Smokies, which I really love. If you don't have this, it's just very simple. Dark purple, like a dark silvery gray, a cool brown that's really dark, light pink that's kind of frosty. This color, which is like a really light kind of golden ivory. I don't know. So if you have this, great. If you don't, you can totally replicate the look without it. What I love about this is that I used this for everything. Eyeliner and all, which is really important to me. Like if I buy a palette, I like to really be able to use it for everything. I hate having to buy something and then have to pull like a million different things. So I think it's kind of refreshing just to use one thing, and it really came together perfectly. Now where like my base was concerned, like a primer, or if I was going to use like a paint pot or something, I'd be using something different anyways, so I used these, the Urban Decay 24/7 pencils, and I'll talk about these. It's really cool because I use this purple, these two really bright purples, which this is not. It's just like very like deep and sophisticated colors. Even though there's like a purple in there, it's like really deep and pretty. These are just very bright and crazy, so when I applied those and then mixed that with the palette, it really kind of brought those colors out and made them look even more special. This look is actually very easy to do, so if you want to see exactly how I did it, keep watching, and I hope that you guys enjoy it. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do is put down a really bright purple base, and I'm going to use this Urban Decay 24/7 eyeshadow pencil in Delinquent. And what this is going to do is just really bring out the purple in the shades that I use, because the main eyeshadow color that I'm using is a very, very dark purple. So it can tend to look like almost black. So by applying this really bright purple base under it, it'll really bring out the purple in it. I'm just following mainly this outer shape of my eye. When you get to the outer corner, just kind of draw a line upward into the crease, and we're going to blend this out, so don't worry about it. So just kind of feather the color inward with the pencil. You don't want to go all the way in with this because we're going to use a lighter one on the inner half. And then open your eye really big and kind of look down and take it and connect it to this outer edge of color, like you're lining your lower lash line, just about halfway in. Take a brush and kind of soften the color, and I'm using the Sigma P82, which is one of those precision Sigmax brushes, and it's the little round puff one, which I love. And I'm going to take another 24/7 pencil in Morphine. This color is really, really cool. It shows up really bright. What I'm doing is I'm just going to apply that to the bare part of my lid, and then just kind of blend it over that middle section so that there's not a harsh line between the two colors. And take the same thing and follow the inner half of this bottom lash line. Alright, so I'm using this palette called Mystic Smokies, and what I'm going to do is start with using this really dark purple. The rest of the colors aren't purple. There's like a pink and like a gold and a dark pretty gray and a really nice cool brown. But when you kind of work them all together, they make like a really sophisticated, like, you know, purple eye. And I'm going to use this pencil brush. It's an E30, and I'm just going to take it and just kind of make a V shape on this outer corner of my eye, just kind of overlapping that, the darker pencil area. I'm going to take a blending brush. It's an E40, and just kind of blend that out so far, since that's such a dark color. And then take that brush with the same color, and then just lightly kind of connect the color on the outer edge along the lower lash line on the outer half where the darker color is. Alright, and then I'm going to take this larger brush. It's an E60. It's really flat, and I'm going to take the pink in the palette, which is in the very middle, and I'm going to kind of overlap that over this purple part. And then when you get to the middle where they overlap, just kind of pat it. You can take the same brush or a smaller one if you want to do that, and just kind of use the tip of it to overlap that inner area on the lower lash line. You can also apply just a little bit right up underneath your brow. Just a real sheer. Just make that really sheer. You don't want it to look like a stripe up there or anything. Okay, then I'm going to take the E70 brush, which looks like this, and I'm going to take the brown in the palette right there. and get it just on the long tip of the brush, just like that. And I'm just going to put that long part like right there in the crease and just kind of work that back and forth along the edge of the color, and it's just going to really kind of create a really nice blended effect in the crease. Alright, so that created a really nice blended effect, and then what I'm going to do last is take this brush, it's an E20, and it's just more precise, and I'm going to take the darkest purple right there, and I'm just going to line my upper lash line with that. Last, I'm going to take this L'Oreal Hypnose Doll Eyes Mascara, or no, Doll Lashes Mascara, which is something new that I got a couple weeks ago. I like it so far. It's not like, you know, super crazy special or anything, but I'm liking it. I may change my mind since I usually start out by like hating a mascara and then I end up loving it, so we will see. Alright guys, so keep watching and I'll show you how I did my cheeks and my lips. Okay, so to finish the look, I'm going to use the Dior Bronze Coral Riviera. I love it so much and I still have not learned the name of it. And I'm just going to use this F50 brush to apply it in a way that doesn't like pack it on or anything, since it is like a bronzing type product, but it has a little bit of this like coral shade to it, so it really brightens up your cheeks, so you really don't even need blush. I've been just using this on its own, and I love it because it's not too pink to use like around, you know, like your forehead and stuff, like around your hairline where you'd use a bronzer, or like around your nose. God, I feel kind of congested. It's annoying. Then for blush, like I said, you know, you really don't need anything. But instead of using something that's really heavy, I'm just going to use this NARS Orgasm, what's it called? The Multiple. And it's just like a stick, and you basically just barely apply it, like not much at all. And you can use a brush or your fingertips. I prefer to use my fingertips. And it blends in like really easy, and it doesn't like drag the powder around, which is something that absolutely drives me nuts about like cream blush or something, is when it's too goopy to use like over your makeup, because that's when you use a blush, is after your foundation and everything. So I like this because it's kind of like a drier product and it doesn't drag around the products that you've already used or like affect those. And I'm using this P84, it's the Precision Angled Brush from Sigma, and the Pearl Cream Color Base by MAC, which these are like my favorite little products ever. Between this and Hush, you'd have all that you need to highlight your face. And I just kind of get the brush in there, just use literally the smallest amount down the center of your nose, and I just kind of like stamp it around this area. It's really flattering. That's really extra distracting right now. It's like rolling around on the floor. It's being really funny. Okay, so I don't know if that really showed up good on the video, but it really made a big difference. It looks really pretty. Lip stuff. I was like, what am I missing? I did not want to do anything super crazy, and I'm using the Nice Buzz, what's this called? Plush Glass by MAC, which these are supposed to like plump your lips, which I don't really think they do. They just make mine feel kind of tingly. Some people are really sensitive to that ingredient that's in these, so kind of be careful. I love these because they smell like Play-Doh. I know that's really bizarre and crazy, but I enjoy that scent, so I like those. So this is it for this look. I hope that you enjoyed it and that you'll try it out. And if you want to see all the products that I used and more pictures and stuff, as always, you can go over to my blog. There's a link below to the blog post that goes with this video. And I will talk to you all very soon.